gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to another Historica Gaming stream where now we are engaged in a frightful conflict with the Romans, an absolute conflict, something worth being labeled as a total war, for the Romans have attacked me devastatingly with a legion, a full-on powerful Roman legion, yet we were able to deflect them with this army here in Ariminum and dispatch them by the sword. Simultaneously, though, the Romans do have ample reserves somewhere in Syracuse and, of course, throughout the Empire. But you can see two fully formed legions over here, and they will absolutely be a frightful challenge for me to overcome. Yet, we are currently in glorious days as the Getae, as these legions are not yet upon us, and frankly, I do not know whether they will path towards me. So the AI can be rather idiotic at times, so I'm not entirely sure whether the Romans are going to be able to put up a proper fight by the time I'm knocking at Rome's gates. I also do have an elite army coming into view, but I'm starting to question whether those troops are actually properly worth it. Now, I've done a variety of testings, or not a variety, but I've done much testing kind of in the background to see whether these elite Dacian troops are capable of beating Romans in a head-to-head, and they absolutely are. Compared to a Praetorian cohort, admittedly though, like a Marian Praetorian, we're not talking about, like, you know, an Imperial Praetorian, but compared to a Marian Praetorian, my legionaries will absolutely, fuck, not legionaries, but my heavy Getae infantry will absolutely obliterate them. However, it comes at great loss to themselves. Now, my chosen Falxmen do even better. They actually just demolish them straight up and only lose like 20 guys. Albeit, it's like, they'll lose like 20 guys, but that's only because they haven't been shot to death by skirmishers beforehand. Right, Falxmen are a fallible weapon. But the problem is that these types of units are just so damn expensive, man. They are considerably more expensive than my regular Falxmen, who are like 100 to maintain. It's like the reason I have financial woes is because I recruited that elite army. So while they might be able to punch pretty hard, they're very expensive to maintain in the field. And they die all the same. They are ultimately mortal men. Nothing exquisite. So I don't know. I do have to consider
we have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Whether these are the kind of units I want to roll with, because
our general is under attack.
Ultimately,
the battle is turning in our favor.
Like stupid to go and how do I put this? It is kind of stupid to waste all my money on troops that are unnecessary for victory. You know what I mean? That is the ultimate truth. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward through this battle. It is against a garrison. I've already beaten so many.
One of our units has used all its ammunition
in this campaign, but I just don't really want to play this.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
It's like, how could this possibly be different? It's the exact same kind of unit. The exact same kind of battle, you know? Go. Some of my Falxmen did get hurt there. I'll admit that was kind of expected. The Romans do come equipped with lots of javelins, which obviously do great damage against unarmored, unshielded opponents. There's literally no real method for my Falxmen to protect themselves against the deadly Roman projectiles that they were well known for using, so. So yeah, I don't really care, but Romans do fall before my Falxmen, and some of them kill a lot of Romans. They barrel in like absolute psychopaths. uncaring about their own personal protection, and it shows in their health. It really does show. You know, the aptly named villagers do end up sacking the city. I'll get all the infantry upgrades. I don't know. My men are supposedly gonna recover men, but I really don't think that's gonna happen. Now, I do want to go and get to Ascalon, but I don't know. I'm just unsure whether the Romans might have something nearby. I think that this might be the best options. Yeah, I don't know. It says that these guys are gonna recover. I don't think that they will, personally, but we might as well test that. Slaughter these fools. Now we have income, which is nice. Just, it does suck, but pretty much... I was about to say 4 armies suck things, but I forget. I do have these guys who are an absolute drain on my resources. I have to be admittant of that. Maybe get rid of one of these units, at least. This is just a garrison army, man. It's so annoying to have to limit myself financially because of them. Yet they are ultimately the sole protection that I have against the Macedonians. They are the sole protection that I have against the Romans in Macedon through Apollonia. The are the sole protection that I have against Roman navies. There could be some sort of quarrelsome Greek polis that tries to attack me too. I mean, there's just so many possibilities that I have to look out for. I could come at Epidamos. So I'm not like entirely against... I mean, look at the Macedonians. They're clearly on a war footing here. They clearly don't trust me, and why would they? We don't share the same culture. We don't share the same mentality whatsoever. We are an utterly different people. I think we've recovered some men. I mean, I'm looking at a mostly healed up allegiance, so it seems that we have. Yeah, this army just meandering slowly towards its target.
Heading out. The shadows.
I mean, I'm not really seeing any type of Roman force opposing me here. Go set up wine, get the level 2 building, get the Dacian Davos. I mean, I think I just go take Rome. The thing is that once you take Rome, the Roman faction just gets nerfed really, really hard. It's like a magical city. It just has properties that nothing else has in this game, man. There's really no other way to explain it other than magic. Magic. Yeah, we'll go and break this down. Break this. Change this to something of interest. Get some more food.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, I've got to make this army go back up to fighting strength. I can't allow it to just kind of lounge around collecting dust. So I don't know what the best way to do that is, but probably getting just all of these Faustmen and trying to combine them into full units. It's a good start. I can do the same thing with my Getae noble horses. As much as it pains me so, I've been erased the one that's just not very good.
Death in battle.
Then we just
There
get
is no
4 of
fighter
these
ending.
Roman swordsmen who actually are good, and then I mean the Samnite hired riders are not terrible, so we can get those too. So I need something that's capable of fighting, right? And now all of a sudden we have a shitload of money because we captured Rome, city of great import. So it's a humongous positive. And I mean, there's just some cities here with phenomenal recruitment populations. I mean, just like busted recruitment populations. Yet we do have to lower our taxation somewhat because our taxation is obscene. Yeah, I think for now we'll just chill out. I think that's probably the best thing I could do.
For the enemy.
And you know what? We go to Rome, we recruit a champion because we don't have it yet, and it's totally worth it. We just use these guys to try to spy because I do want to capture all of Italia. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I can't take too many risks while doing it.
For the tribe.
Okay, who can get upgraded? Apparently my champion can. He hasn't done anything, but he's already a man of experience. Kind of nice.
How can I assist?
Yeah, we're just gonna make this Illyrian army go less and less, because at the end of the day, it's like an insurance policy, but it's an annoying insurance policy to keep around, man. Far too expensive. Considering I've gotten 0 utility from it so far in this campaign, besides quashing a couple of rebellions, which, by the way, they're not going to be popping up all the time now. We have invested in some
We are a
really-
mighty people,
Oh, fuck.
well versed in the uses of wealth and power. And so we love gold.
Dude, that's absolutely huge. Now that we have a defensive alliance, I don't have to worry about the Macedonians. Like, nobody attacks you with an alliance. They might break the alliance and attack you in like 5 turns. They could do that. Kind of scummy, but it comes out of nowhere. But
I'm not here to burden.
they could do that, but they absolutely won't just straight up attack you with a defensive alliance. That would be obscene. You know, now that we have a defensive alliance, we're kind of rolling here. I'm gonna be real.
I speak as the sword cuts.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that. I'm very, very, very happy with that.
You have recruited so many units, the treasury is buckling
yeah, of
under the
course,
weight of their
my-
upkeep. Capturing new territory would spread the cost as well as putting your troops.
Supposedly phenomenal income does not last long, man.
How can I? Moving unseen.
And yeah, here's the nearest Roman army. And it's a proper Roman host. Wonder where they got these Thracians for, man. They must have been... This army must have taken Apollonia, because I see some units that absolutely came from there. But late Principe, beast of unit. Late Triari, absolute beast. These Apulian heavy infantry, phenomenal troops, man. 2 javelins, 22 melee defense. Fucking 37 armor on a swordsman, dude. These guys are cracked. These Marmotines not as good, dude. Only 16 armor means that they are breakable, but they're quick. These guys are basically your quintessential light spearmen, although no ammunition. That's where they kind of do suffer as light spearmen. But whatever, man. We're still good.
Warriors all!
For whatever reason, my allies are incapable of taking an unguarded city. The Romans are just absolutely broken when it comes to the advantages they get against the AI.
Thirsty for battle!
The Epidamos has a 14-person garrison. I don't need this army anymore. Like, absolutely don't need it. It wasn't a very expensive army to upkeep foes. You can see I'm still negative even after I take it out. But yeah, Arminium still does not have anything resembling a good garrison. Actually, I take it back. It has the basics. It just doesn't have very many like elite troops ready, but it has townfolk, militia, but that's still not very good.
Ready for orders!
I don't want to just keep a rebellion going for one more turn. It is the winter after all. Who fights in the winter? I'm not that barbaric. I'm pretty barbaric, but I'm not that barbaric. Okay, now Illyria's unhappy, but you know what? They have to just suck it up, man. They just have to suck it up. Meanwhile, the Antigonids are happy. They're happy with us so far. Yeah, diplomatically, like, we seem fine. The only questionable thing
Welcome.
is
The day.
the Bosphorus Kingdom, which seemingly hates us. The Romans
Greetings
are
in the name
infinitely
of the
more powerful.
Republic and so forth. Now, what do you want?
Which I can see that. They do have way more money. But we are beating them in battles, and we have basically captured Italia. We're one turn away from making that a reality, so... Bear with me as we attempt to solidify this conquest, but the Romans, they are going to, of course, move around their virtually unlimited resources to try to quash my success. And what has truly irked me thus far is my inability to retain troops in Italy. Like, it's one thing to take it, it's another thing to hold it, and I can't quite hold territory when I have no access to manpower. We need to throw bodies at the Romans, obviously. And that army that's coming at me, it's a very
The
elite
hungry
army.
dogs are all around.
I don't need a non-aggression pact with a aggressive expansionist kingdom who I don't share a border with. Like, all that such a treaty is going to do is piss off the people that you go to war against, so...
All I ask is a treaty. I am not proposing marriage now, am I? There will
Yeah,
be...
you might go up against the Macedonians or something. I don't want to create a problem for myself, you know. I'm just foreseeing difficulties with these people. No, let's see what else is gonna happen here, man. Adoption. Wait a minute.
A tribe!
No, but these guys like me. It's fine. All I have to do is not go
Warriors all!
into a civil war with them or just remove him from power, which I can do. I'll go see which one of these guys is best, actually. Let's do a little bit of research here. Dazius is pretty shit, actually. Really, really, really shit. I had like 3 options, yet I cannot find any of them because most of these guys are on the map. But I don't get, like, none of these guys are of age. Where the hell are these other guys from? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe if it wasn't that video, it was just confusing of the families. I think that must be the case. Paltanese, Getae chieftains. Dacian, no, there's 2. Dazius and Cosmoli. I mean, Dazius is right here.
Warriors all.
This guy seems somewhat occupied.
Yeah. Thirsty for battle.
What the heck? Bro, what the No. He's gotta be somewhere else. Sorry, I know this is somewhat tedious, but try to figure out where this guy is so I can see his stats. Like, he doesn't seem to be on this rung of the family tree. Just keep on scanning it and I'm not seeing any. Is it this guy? No, this guy's in Rome. This guy is in Scythia. This guy is in Arminium. There's nobody above, they're all dead. There's no other nobles. This man is a mysterious savant.
Ready for orders.
Which means I must indulge. Wait a minute. Am I stupid? No, it's part of the Getae chieftains.
Ready for battle.
Did he just come out of nowhere? He spawned! Okay, I was right. I mean, honestly, better than my other guy. Cool. Get all of these things that upgrade swords, because this guy is fundamentally a swordsman. Next, okay, this army has recovered slightly. This army is not really recovering, but I know it's kind of questionable.
I am the wild rover.
This army is marching forward, but also it's the only army in Italy, so I don't have to be too worried. But if I bring an army here, they will probably have to face off against those guys. And that is a very good army, that's the thing. It's a very, very, very strong army. So what I'm thinking is that I bring my elite force over, because I don't want to face off against what is admittedly the best Roman army I've yet to face in this campaign with, you know, a not very good army. But we'll go ahead and finally crush these rebels, put them to the sword, put them down savagely, as they deserve. They are rebels after all. Now, I want to target the spearmen. Like, we're not bad spearmen, but I think that they'll fall quite quickly to my swords. And then afterwards, we can maybe butcher the swords, which should be engaged on my phalanx presently. They also don't have cavalry, so my horse archers need to be effective group. Now, after I win this battle, I actually have designs for this army.
I never get tired of sharing the field with men such as you. It is a privilege, truly.
Never mind. Based on the enemy deployment on the hill, it's going to be a lot more obtuse to engage them. There we have it. I just have to wait quite a while for my army to assemble, but they'll eventually get to their intended destination. It's just going to take a while for these stations to meander around. But yeah, basically what the plan is here is to position my shock troops on this right flank. As they'll be adjacent. Some of these swords, and I hope I can just kind of smash through them. Meanwhile, I have some of the more like heavier hitting stable infantry on this flank, and I'm going to target these swordsmen. The spears are in the middle. They're just going to go up against my spears. I assume that my late Getae spears are going to be of a higher quality than their Celtic spears, but their Celtic spears, they have like more men but worse stats. Actually much worse stats. Very bad morale. But it's just going to be spear on spear, so that conflict's going to take a long time to resolve. It's going to be up to my swordsmen to mostly chew through the enemy, while of course my horse archers kind of just harass. We're just going to have to harass away, and we'll just send them over to the flank to try to do that. Yeah, we're just going to start pushing forward here presently.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
The enemy might actually just try to engage me.
Oh, horseman!
Are they just gonna charge down? Is that the power of horse archers? They just confuse these gulls?
Our hidden units
These
have been
rabid
discovered.
gulls?
Hey, fighters, ready!
Warriors!
Run! Ready!
Aljo! Horseman!
Forward!
Jail! Jail! Jail!
Orders!
The thing is that I know these Sakori elite swordsmen are absolutely gonna just chew up these much lighter Celtic warriors.
Our general is
I'll
under
just let
attack.
them in. I'll just let them do it.
Ready? Catualo! Ready? We'll kill them all!
Crap, dude. My
Spear warriors!
Falcon
Ready
just
for
shot
battle!
to pieces
Spear
there.
warriors!
One of our
I
units
didn't
has used all
realize
its
that
ammunition.
he was just gonna stand around and hurl javelins. Maybe I should have assumed that this is gonna happen, but no. At the very least now I have some potentially very good engagements. Yeah, I'll just run our boys in. I mean, on this flank, this Celtic swordsman just gonna get cut to ribbons. Like, they don't have any chance at all. Over here, same thing. Like, sure, they got some nifty damage on my boys as they went into combat, but they're not gonna last very long. And now these Sika bearers, they're just gonna like hit this flank.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, I'll just have my horse archers posted up here and just blast the enemy general.
Melee fighters ready!
I mean, this guy should be having a good time. He's fighting naked Celtic warriors, and they're getting blasted by archers. That's not a good position. Alright, there we have it. Done deal. Done deal. Absolutely done deal. A done deal and a half. Thought I lost more in that charge uphill into enemy javelin fire, but 176 is not bad. I mean, it's a very small proportion of 3,400 men. Yet, of course, my men do need to recover. I'm not going to underestimate their need to do that, but what I'm planning to do with this army is gonna take a little bit of time. So if you do have time to hopefully recover the few men that they have lost, they have been recovering nicely, so I think it'll happen. of course, will improve my army's abilities to regenerate greatly. At least it should, but it's not. It pains me. It pains me to see.
Ready for battle. Let them cower before for the tribe.
An enemy could try to assault Rome. I really don't have much chance other than to,
Ready for
you know,
orders.
attempt to get rid of it. I do want to go get to Genoa. Like, that's my plan here. I do want to go ahead and just rip this settlement away from the Romans, so it's no longer sticking out of my flank, you know. It's like a knife perpetually sticking out of my back. I don't like it. There's a lot of things that lower public order in this province, so I'm just happy that it's not negative. Neutral is absolutely acceptable given what I see here. Simultaneously, I do want slightly more money out of this province, so I'll get this. Yeah, I'm not quite ready for my next army. Income is still too low, man. 2,000 is nothing. 2,000 is absolutely nothing. And this is what I feared. Army is coming from Syracuse, because I saw two there, and now they're kind of coming up. Could be dangerous. I mean, it could go 2-on-1 on a settlement, and I would have absolutely no way of deterring such a thing.
My people are proud, as are yours.
Now, what are we gonna do against Ascalon? Do I go for it, or do I wait? Which I do think it's like a somewhat important question. Oh, and finally we're getting troop recruitment here. Where are these Romans?
I am the knife.
Okay, that was the army that we saw earlier. They kind of withdrew. This is a Camillan army. It's not as good, but it's very experienced at the same time.
Ready for orders. Ready for... None will escape. Let them cower.
We're hostile, but we're trading.
Do not waste time on pleasantries and babble. Speak what you must and be done.
To be fair, the Romans are pretty far away from the settlement. I definitely know I can, like, take it out. But, be what it be. I'm just really questioning myself here. But I think I just go for it. I can't be the hesitant. Let's go ahead and play this battle. This is with my new and improved reformed troops. The first time I actually get to use these guys. So it has been a very long journey to get them out of Dacia, so it's taken forever to get to this point, and they were so freaking expensive, and I didn't even recruit an entire army. It's like, come on. Come on, dude. I do know that these guys come from the elite population, and I really don't want to, like... Yeah, I shouldn't leave these guys isolated. Just have them behind my men. Play the safe. Like, there's no reason to try to do anything...
By the gods,
anything spicy. Yeah, I'm gonna hold these guys back and be a little cautious here. Also, I do have cataphracts that are capable of skirmishing as well. Oh, dude, they have 17 shots. These guys are literally... Damn. I mean, they are heavy, so it's not like they can really function like horse archers in a normal battle, but... in this battle, they absolutely can. Yeah, we have our long-range archers. We're going to do a decent amount of damage shooting, but Roman troops are pretty dang good against any type of missiles, so... However, the only weakness of these troops, by the way, like these Dacian infantrymen, is that they just don't really... don't have any javelins, so they just kind of run in.
Battle ready! Get running!
These guys are secure.
Infantry! Move it! Dacians! Battle ready! Bowmen! Run, Cassius! Scrappers ready! The gods guide our shots! Infantry! Ready for battle! Warrior! Orders! Ready! We hunger for blood and battle! We have no fear! Swords! Infantry! Cut them down! Warriors! Ready! Warriors! Infantry! Warriors ready! We hunger for blood and battle!
And these aren't exactly the world's best Roman troops, so my heavy Dacians could absolutely slash through these guys. And my Dacians are pretty good at cracking through armor too, so... You know what? I'll go ahead, give these guys a nice rear charge. They might not be at like full mass, but if we could just kill maybe 10 guys here, we turn around, and they get wrecked, yeah. That's obviously gonna go pretty swimmingly.
For us. Infantry! Fearless warriors! Bowmen! Infantry! Warriors ready! Missile riders! Infantry! They will bleed for us! Elite cavalry! Fearless warriors! Battle ready and eager!
The archers just continue to shoot at these Romans, but I don't think that they've killed very many of them. You know, my swordsmen can just kind of cut their way
We have
through.
discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Warriors!
I mean, they're doing a pretty good job with that. And we'll be safe.
Falksmen! Got them! Ready! Get running! Forward! Orders! Warriors! Scrappers ready!
Our general is under attack.
Roman general's about to get some action.
Ready!
love how my cataphracts, I killed 12 men just shooting into this Roman mass.
Swords! Infantry!
The Roman general, he's gonna have to fight for his life against Faustmen and my regular swords, and he's gonna die.
Noble horse!
So to be honest, he's gonna get absolutely shredded.
Our aim is true! Warriors ready! Infantry! Get ready! Warriors ready!
And yeah, at this point, the Romans should be getting
The battle is turning in our favor.
absolutely overwhelmed because they're going up against way too much, dude.
Swords! We'll kill warrior! Royal horse archers! Infantry!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Noble horse! Fearless warriors!
Italian slickers managed to kill one of my guys in single combat. I saw the cavalry go down by one, dude. That's weird. Anyway, it was a very easy win, although still lost some men. Roman javelins do kill, dude. It's a problem. And frankly, but tragedy. I'm happy that I only lost men in V Swordsman though, because they do come from my second class, while the Falksmen come from the elite class. Don't really want to lose elites, they're hard to recover. I basically only have thriving elite populations in Dacia. Elsewhere, they're almost non-existent. They're very minimal anyway. But there we have it. Asculum is taken.
For the tribe!
Let's see, what is around here?
Ready
Stuff
for
that I can
orders.
invest in. 'Cause I'm broke.
For the tribe!
I mean, Italy is ours, which is really nice. And yeah, don't really want to fight against this Roman garrison. We'll liberate this.
Ready for orders! Move out!
Good and noble friend. I will take word of our agreement and put it... Gods of the afterlife.
Gods of the afterlife, spare my arse. Love that line.
I am sure you have many...
Thirsty for battle! What?
Yes.
No, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see how the Romans react to this and whether my armies are able to properly recover. 'Cause yeah, my concern is that the Romans are gonna definitely go 2-on-1 against me in a settlement. And my concern is that my army's not even gonna be at full strength to handle that. And that would obviously lead to complete disaster. Because these Roman armies are decent. Actually, no. One of them is really, really good, and the other one is decent. The Camillan one, like, it could do damage, dude. It has some solid spearmen in there. Now, alone, I think I would dumpster that army, but if it's just kind of helping out, it's gonna be very deadly. It's just like, come on. It's basically a full horde.
No warrior like standing alone in battle. Should we not be sword brothers and watch for each other?
It's just kind of cool to have
A
a military
treaty would be
ally.
an arrow shot with deadly.
Yeah, I don't mind the non-aggression pact. Why would I want to fight the Berbers, bro? They're just raiders. They'll just disappear into the desert. Come out where you least expect them, and bam, bam. Thank you, man. Okay. And I'm very happy that I got a random influx of cash because I desperately needed it. Thank you, game, for providing. Now, perhaps it might be a great opportunity to invest in more siege technology now that I'm fighting the Romans. In fact, it works perfectly. And besides, these like siege... These siege technologies, they kind of come without any consequence. Like, you just get them. They're awesome. They don't make your troops cost any more money or anything annoying like that.
Ready for battle!
For the that is impossible. Ah! Starting out.
But yeah, these
Wipe them out.
rebels are the Italian variant, so they'll probably come at me with some reasonably powerful troops. I'm just like thinking which one of these is going to help me recover my army quickest. A bit of sewage ditch, so I'll just get that. I doubt any of these is gonna help me recover my army. I kind of want buildings that will... Like, firstly, it's absolutely worth it for me to get this. Let's just demolish this. Demolish this so we can get something that'll actually help me with recruitment. I mean, this is just for economy.
Warriors all ready for orders.
Meanwhile, now that we do have Latium on hold, we have a lot of money, so... Daisius is just so bad. I don't want Daisius. -8 morale in offensive battle. -1 morale for all units in foreign territory. That's really freaking bad, dude. We'll get Diodorus. I mean, obviously they will be. Daisius sucks, but I think I basically have to get Daisius. Besides, he's incapable of getting married right now because he's too pathetic, honestly, so... Once we get him up to speed, should be able to actually find a wife.
For the tribe. Death in battle. There is no finer ending.
But I don't want to get like super duper duper elite troops from this guy. He's not worth it.
Warriors all.
Oh, hey, man. Cats are better. I don't know. They may be more independent, but they absolutely are not more loyal. Do you want subservience from your pet, or do you want individuality? Which, to be fair, kind of ironic that I'm saying this, considering I have a hamster, perhaps the most indifferent creature to your existence as the owner. But no, cats are cool. And perhaps she's whimpering, or I don't know, he or she. Your dog is whimpering because of longing for myself. Like, whenever I come home from work, my dog goes berserk with happiness, you know? She's like, damn, this Historica gaming guy is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I want to hang out with him, but I can't because I'm with this Hussar guy who's just a virgin.
The hungry dogs are all
Eric,
around.
I think you should. Because my new ally has just traversed onto my territory. I wonder why. I wonder what schemes this fellow has. Or maybe it was to eliminate the rebellion. Yeah, it was precisely for that. Nothing too cool.
Ready for battle.
Okay, this army almost recovered.
Thirsty for battle.
This army, similarly, almost recovered.
Warriors all.
This army almost also getting there.
Getting on our way.
Control the region we shall do.
For the not possible.
Similarly, we can get this army just out of here. The Romans don't intend to move away from their...
Thirsty for battle. Get moving. Move out.
from their camping spot, then we shall also kind of face them off here in Italy.
Ready for
We're here in Korea.
Fight with us. It's a good life.
I'll kind of bide my time, recruit troops, and chill out, you know? Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, I actually don't want to upgrade that. It'll be erroneous too. It'll basically just mean that my men get diseased all the time. Oh, okay. I mean, that does make a lot of sense. To be fair, dogs do bark at absolutely everything, dude. It's like, they could see the same person walk around outside that they've seen 1,000 times, and they'll just go nuts. Oh my god! This is the neighbor I've seen every single day of my life for years? What if they're an intruder? I'll scare them with my special attack. They're silly creatures. Territorial in the most humorous way possible. Also, do you notice how I just like randomly captured Rome mid-campaign? I've literally never done this. Like, I always leave Rome to the end if I can. But I just went for it this time, and it worked! Which is weird, man. Like, late game Rome is kind of valuable because they're overstretched, but early game Rome is usually, well, I guess it's like mid-game Rome, but still. Early and mid-game Rome usually are way harder.
We are
I'm
much
happy that this shit
alike,
actually
and
worked
so,
out.
by...
I kind of don't even want a defensive alliance with these guys. They're literally on the other side, and we're both already at war with Rome. I think it's all Gucci. Okay, what's going on here? What type of reforms are in the making? Whenever I get like a long pause like this, it's because some reforms about to flop.
Honor me if you must.
Okay, the 4-axe reforms happened, and the Spartans get a more modernized military. Makes sense, makes sense. Does not help me.
For the tribe!
If anything, it's gonna make Macedon stronger, but at least me and Macedon are allies for now, so... Okay.
Heading out.
The Romans had 2 armies, so I was just like questioning
I could do more.
why are they separate now?
Thirsty for battle!
If I was like roleplay, I guess I'd say these 2 generals had some sort of like falling out or something, so now they hate each other. Because there's literally no reason for them to separate like this tactically. No reason at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the shaman. Usually this is like pretty good because it increases troop recruitment and all of that. Kind of a nice building.
Warriors all!
Yeah, tactically it makes 0 sense to like separate like this. It's just gonna leave you exposed to potential attacks. Dude, I didn't realize how late noble spearmen are. I mean, they're expensive, but they come from the warrior class, which is really clutch. Assume the Aquatani got taken over. We're kind of low on money all of a sudden, once again.
Fight with us! It's a good life!
Yeah, the dog used to tell you about everything, bro. They're like your spies.
Warriors
That's what they
all!
think, like, their role is in your life.
Ready for
Spy on the
orders.
neighbors and shit. Spy on the outside world and warn you of its perils. It's kind of cute if you romanticize it, you know? If you don't, then it's just fucking annoying, but...
Ready for battle! Besieging settlement!
Okay, let's kinda...
For the tribe! Get moving!
But just gangbang the settlement with my 2 weaker armies. Yeah, I think that this is the move. We just gangbang it with the weaker armies. This army continues to gain force.
Aidan! Getae!
Alright, let's fight this out. Solely because I want to have as few men die as humanly possible. There's one Roman army that's approaching me with like elite troops of experience that I am terrified of. So I need to have every single fighting man as ready as possible to deflect them when they inevitably descend upon me. I need to be ready for their onslaught. Also, we're nearing a 1 hour mark for this stream, so I think this should be the last battle for today, or at least for now. Perhaps I'll be back in the evening, who knows. I mean, yeah, it's a thing. But it's the intent that matters, you know? They think that they're the spy masters, so it's like... That shows their quality, you know? Cats, they think that they're the most things. They think that they have found some sort of like stupid sponsor. So they must take advantage.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
We're like the entitled friend that borrows money and then gives you nothing in return. Acts as if it's your privilege to borrow money, to lend them money, you know what I mean?
Quickly now!
Melee fighters ready! Move it!
The battle is turning in our favor.
In any case, oh, I didn't realize that my reinforcements are coming in from here. I mean, it'll allow my cavalry to maybe get a flank, but we'll see. I'm just gonna go charge this here, man. They have reasonably good stats. I don't even need to have them like formed up in the phalanx we're capable of making. Meanwhile, we'll have these lighter but more aggressive troops kind of just go in.
Thracian warriors!
Warriors!
Swords!
send these guys in as just like the hammer of justice, more or less.
Spearmen! Arjo! Fearless warriors!
Bow horsemen!
So I see a very exposed flank here, like a juicy flank, and if I can just kind of get these Falconsmen, who are very quick moving, you know, they don't really have armor, so to speak of, more shields to carry, so as long as they can carry those farm implements with ease, then they should be able to get across the battlefield quite quickly, and let's get them on a charge. I mean, this is what they specialize in after all. Charge in, boys. Hit that Roman flank.
Our general is under attack.
Yeah, they literally get like 30 kills on this charge. It's gonna absolutely devastate these poorly trained militia. Just have to keep on pushing here relentlessly. Just break the spirits of his garrison. Meanwhile, cavalry from my second army is coming in. They can get in the back here. We'll be able to smash through these guys. And I just need to keep on pushing my men forward. There isn't going to be a lot of art to this battle. It is just through a choke point, but my men are vastly superior to that of the garrison. As long as I avoid enemy javelins and, you know, other things that are lethal, and just engage them in long-term melee combat, there really shouldn't be much of a chance. It goes Italian Town Guard. It's a weak unit. It's a wimpy unit. They have virtually no armor and little fighting capabilities, so yeah, we can kind of slowly but surely maul these Romans into submission. At the same time, I need to send these Getae riders at the enemy skirmishers, because these slingers, at least if they aim at my Falconsmen, they could do some damage. Yeah, my cavalry has sunk in their claws into the Romans. My cavalry to canter forward here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
There we go. W. Quick W. Yeah, cats have the god complex for sure, bro. I like the way you described that. That's funny. They do have a snooty arrogance to them, don't they? But that's why we find them cute, man. They just look so silly coming out of such a cute creature. I mean, honestly, I love both, man. Some people are like, I hate dogs or I hate cats. I can't hate either. Like, how can you hate either? Unless you're like allergic, like definitely allergic. Then I can get it, but... Anyway. Benevento falls. We now have a way into Magna Graecia, Little Greece.
For the tribe! Ready for battle! Thirsty for battle!
Now, I think we can pull off one more battle here, and I'm particularly looking at this army, because this is a weaker army. This is like an early game Rome army. And if I can engage them with this elite army, we will wipe them off the face of the earth. And I suspected that they'd stand and fight. Like, Rome will stand and fight if you just challenge them to a one-on-one. They'll feel confident with almost anything. Now, they outnumber me by 2 units, which isn't a big deal. And they do have a bunch of militia, like 3 militia units here, which are kind of like a write-off in a boxing match of this weight class. Also, I have 3 cavalry units of good quality. They have 2 cavalry units of meh quality. So I have a cavalry advantage. But when it comes to heavy infantry, they just have more. They have much more.
Warriors! Dacians!
And that's where I'm gonna struggle somewhat. Although my Falksmen are kind of like a secret weapon. Like, they can absolutely dumpster anything. Other thing is that they just have skirmish capabilities that far exceed what I have, just because they have like fucking, what is it, 5 slingers? But these aren't very good skirmishers, mind you, but they do have better skirmishers than me. Just if I can get these elite Thracian warriors, I mean, look at them. Look at how vicious these guys look. They look like straight out of a Dark Ages, man. They look like something primitive with those axes, those siccas. They look like Vikings, dude, and that heavy mail too. My chosen Falksmen, they look vicious, dude. They look kind of like Goth versions of my Adrician nobles, my famous and beloved Adrician nobles. They look so cool. And I know that these guys will annihilate the heavy spears of Rome. That's the thing. Precisely why I feel like I should have them on the flanks. Like, if I can just charge into a Hastati, they're gone in 5 seconds. Same thing here. Use Principe, gone in 5 seconds. It's just my main line that might... It's not even like we'll struggle, we'll just take casualties. I think his battle's absolutely in the bag.
Mounted missile warriors! Ready! Take aim! Dacian! Missile warriors! Ready! Falksmen! Royal horse archers! Noble horse! Falksmen!
Fuck yeah, I need to get my Falksmen moving. Well, yeah, I'm just targeting the enemy slingers. Oh, dude, these guys don't have any shields. Shit, they should actually fall pretty quickly then. So if I had more archers, they would. But they just have a small group of professional archers. So they are killing these Italians pretty quickly, but maybe not quickly enough.
Ready for battle! Infantry! Warriors!
Okay, I need to pick my targets at this point.
Melee warriors!
Can't be
Warriors!
hesitating here.
Melee fighters ready! Warriors!
Early game Principe may need to be taught a lesson.
Ready! Warriors ready! Infantry!
Our general is under attack.
Royal horse archers!
These Hastati should be going down really, really quickly.
Ready for battle!
Same thing with the Principes, I believe.
Noble horse! Missiles ready! Royal horse archers! Warriors eager for blood!
Yeah, one of my main concerns is kind of coming to life here.
Royal horse archers!
Seeing a lot of slingers targeting my Falksmen, who need to be left alone so they can do their magic.
Ready!
It's irrelevant. We have an Equite versus Cataphract battle.
Dacians!
Obviously, my Cataphracts are gonna dominate that.
Infantry! Warriors
My
eager for
infantry
blood. Infantry! Ready!
seems to be doing really well, although in some cases they're just kind of bunched up.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, I just need my cavalry to kind of do their magic. I mean, even the Triari, they're losing really quickly. These Hastati, I mean, they got absolutely dumpstered by my Falksmen, who are just ripping them at the seams. Like, it's just not a fair fight. My cavalry has gone amongst the enemy skirmishers and has basically removed them from the field. Already beaten one Principe. Let's just get the other one off the field now.
Get running! What orders? Ready for battle! Warriors! Infantry! Warriors, come out! Our aim is... Noble horse!
Oh yeah, this is over.
Falksmen! Scrappers ready!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Royal horse archers! Infantry! Hold on! Ready!
Keep in mind, I still have archers that are like shooting everything at moves too.
We hunger for blood and battle! Royal horse archer! Noble horse! We hunger for blood and battle! Sword!
Then we just routed a Triarii. I mean, dude, if the Triarii are routing, that's really bad. In a Republican-era battle, if your Triarii are routing, not too good. Not
The enemy
too good,
general
man.
is dead.
Beautiful. Beautiful destroy. Dude, 193 losses. That's like against a garrison. Yeah, that was against a full-scale, full-stack Roman army. I mean, come on. Admittedly, again, early game Roman army, not really anything crazy. Nothing to write home about. Nothing to brag about. But to destroy such an army with this level of efficiency is great. And now there's only one army left in Italy. One army to oppose me. We have to play this smart, though. Of course, a win is a win. Don't get me wrong. But we have to play this smartly because I don't want to overrush here. I don't want to overextend myself and then get back into a battle again. Ransom the tower.
Nothing else.
Won't be of much use anyway.
Warriors all! Ready for orders! Starting out! Ready for battle! Warriors all! For the tribe!
Now he's married. First child of the third generation of Getae nobility to get married. How cute. Meanwhile, our faction leader can go and improve public order at least slightly, man. At least slightly.
Ready for battle!
Latium is a very impressive
Thirsty
province.
for battle! Ready for battle!
But yeah, that was a nice win. That was a nice win to end off the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now we have Latium under lock, and we have gone into Magna Graecia and taken our first territories. Maybe we've also made some progress when it comes to our win conditions. So we need 60. Apparently we need to raise or sack 5 cities, so I might have to do that with the next couple, but it's all good, boys. Thank you for watching, and